Hi.
Hi guys. Hi guys. Guess what?
What?
Hey Joe, guys,
Chicken
it's
butt.
time for another safety meeting. But
Oh, shit.
yeah, rather than just a regular one, we are now officially at our 1 year mark. That's right, folks. We have been doing safety meetings for a full year. We have 71 episodes. We've got a second channel. Before we go any further tonight on our what we normally do, we want to thank you for all the love and support. Thanks to all the subscribers, all the
Thank you.
people that have shared, all the likes. We appreciate you. That's why we keep going. Yo, Joe, have a fucking safety.
Facts. What's up, TikTok? I know there ain't no one there yet. What's good?
Yeah, TikTok. So we'll start the night off with I guess I don't know if you have anything that you'd like to start with, but I want to say let's do a 2021, a year in review.
Go for it, bro.
2021, a year in review, brought to you in part by Safety. I'm Big Pat, and tonight let's talk about the year that was, shall we? How did January start, Joe?
Lockdown. Rona. Country on fucking unemployment. No work.
Insurrection.
Huh?
Insurrection.
Oh, yeah, that's how it started.
It really was how it kind of started January 6th. For you guys who want to go back in the Chronicles of Safety meeting, we have an episode, January 6th, 2021. It's called What the Fuck Just Happened? I recommend it.
And that new bill they're trying to pass in New York gets voted on the 5th. Meaning that if the bill passes, they'll try to lock everybody up on the 6th.
What bill? Okay, so let's elaborate. Okay, now I know some of our fans are in New York, and some of them are a lot of them are elsewhere as well. Okay, but Steve, maybe can you pull something up on the computer? So basically, January 5th, guys, state of New York has a bunch of bills or pieces of legislation that they're going to vote on. Okay, they want to mandate the vaccination for all the kids. Meaning, if you're not vaccinated, you can't go back to public school or private school. Uh, for ages 5 and up, which is clearly the target. They're really using Omicron currently as the driving factor behind all of it. Um, but I mean, Omicron's a video game. But part of these bills, and I'm just going to fill in the back noise while Joe's looking it up real quick, just to give you a visual representation. Um,
You remember
so
what the name of the bill
mandating,
was called?
huh?
You remember what the name of the bill was called?
Um, if you, if I could look up on my phone, I would just say, well, oh no, you're on TikTok Live. You can't look up anything online. Damn it. But it was like um, New York's legislation. They all started with an A.
Yeah, it was A146, right?
Yeah,
Or A116.
one of those. There's
New
there's
York.
multiple. I mean, these guys are borderline fucking communists. Um, but so uh, the recommendation is to be vaccinated for all your kids to go back to school. Another part that they're proposing is if your kids can't go back to school because they're unvaccinated, then they can go after the parents for uh, they can go after the parents basically for not getting their kids vaccinated. And the governor is trying to make it to where it can be so to where if you do get locked up because of held in prison indefinitely.
Hold on, backtrack. Because just play devil's advocate.
Hey, Joe,
Yo,
real quick, while you're here, has anyone told you about the newest, most hottest ticket on everyone's wish list this year?
nah.
Oh, what? Well, you're in luck. Today with me is the all-new flashlight by Safety Making. That's right. This little fella moans, he laughs, he cries sometimes, and all for a one-day special rate of $59.99. $59.99. I know, right? But wait, there's the steal. But if you act now, that's right. If you act now, you'll get your one and only second Elmo flashlight as a gifted pass. We'll throw in some wet naps as a token of appreciation.
That's a good fucking deal.
And oil. But go online, or you can call the number at the bottom of the screen. But act fast, because I promise you, folks, this is a once-in-a-lifetime deal. It's an amazing deal, and you'll never find one like it again. Supplies are limited.
I can give one to my dad for Father's Day.
Two flashlights for you, and one for Dad. You got one. You get a second pack of wet nights for an incredible low price of $59.99. I've got to tell you, it's the best investment I've ever made. Straight up. We called it an investment because here at Safety Meeting, it's good for your well-being. And at Safety Meeting, what is good for your well-being is good for our well-being.
Need 6 of them flashlights right now. If you can see this right here, they've done a bunch of, none of this is true. That they aren't planning on detaining the unvaccinated. That's the only part of it that so far that you said that they're actually denying.
Right, because Joe Rogan blew it up and made everybody aware, and it wasn't the element of surprise anymore.
So exactly, but everything else is still true. They still 100% want to make it so that your kids have to be vaccinated to go to school. You have to be vaccinated to go to work. Like, I don't get it.
Listen, guys, like, interpret it what you want. Call us fucking crazy, but this is part of the beast system. When it comes to the point where you can't buy or sell goods without being vaccinated, that's the beast system. When they put an RFID chip on your right hand or your forehead to make it where they can track you and scan you, monitor your health, monitor your finances, that's the beast system. And a lot of people are like, that's just folklore. No, that's not just folklore, guys. That's fucking what's the word? A prerequisite, maybe, or that is a warning.
Epiphany,
However you want to look. An epiphany,
foreshadowing.
However you want to word it.
I mean, there's plenty of words you could use.
If you're just new to this idea, or if you've never heard of this concept before, I suggest you go out and get your Bible.
So what did 2021 teach you, Pat? That's really the question of tonight, isn't it? What did it teach you?
You're talking about those bills, and it got my brain thinking. Being that we live in New York.
Yeah, I know.
Ready to fucking pull up on anybody who's going to try to do anything with my children, period.
Donut was good, bro.
So 2021, what?
I was saying what's good to Donnie Donut. You popped in the live.
Oh, word. So 2021, biggest lessons in review. So
Fuck Tom Brady. That's what it taught me.
I've learned that A lot of people are brainwashed in 2020.
Facts.
Brainwashed, and they don't even know it. And if you try to tell them that they are, they're just going to deny it and refute it. Which is fine. You know what? People are going to live their lives. I can't be living my day to day being concerned about the welfare of everyone, um, as much as I care about everyone. So a lot of people are brainwashed. Politics has invaded every crack and crevice of our everyday life. Everything. Whether you want it to be or not, they made it a priority. That's part of the brainwashing.
Speaking of
A lot of
brainwashing,
people.
did you hear that China is now in the works of having their own mind control device?
Yeah.
Coincidentally, we also have this whole new rave of VR headsets coming out. You know, just putting two and two together. Do not let your
VR.
children buy that Oculus.
What does
Don't.
VR stand for?
Don't do it.
What does VR stand for?
Virtual reality.
You know what it should be?
What's that?
Visual reprogramming.
Ooh, that's a good one. I didn't even think of that.
Visual reprogramming, using visualizations, colors, and effects to manipulate you.
Visual reprogramming. I like that.
We learned that well, I can go on forever. What did you learn? We can go back. We can go back and forth with this rather than just me telling you about what I learned.
You want to know what I learned? That the Bills are fucking horrible. Tom Brady's a bastard. Joe Biden really was the asshole that I told everyone he was. No one wanted to believe me. Now gas is fucking $4 or $5 a gallon. No one wanted to believe me, man. Now they're coming for your kids in every way possible. You know, your entertainment systems, where they go to, to play games, watch TV. They're trying to get them at fucking school, gay ABCs. Like, this year has taught me that I have been right for so fucking long. And I just don't care anymore.
It's like 2021 is the year that the conspiracy theories are no longer a theory; they're credible.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, they're no longer a conspiracy. I said that backwards.
There is no more conspiracy no more, man. Everything's real. Everything's true. Which, if everything is real, then that means nothing is real. You know what I'm saying? If every conspiracy theory is real, then they're all false in some way.
And then in its own way, it has created a new reality.
What if
The
what if what
old
if what if conspiracy theories within itself is nothing more than the CIA's way of brainwashing, right? Because the CIA is the one that coined the term conspiracy theorist, conspiracy theory, and all that shit. So who's not to say that they're not the ones actually pumping all these conspiracies out there? So that way they're just pumping out conspiracies that they know they can prove to be true.
Or what if everybody started throughout the many decades and so on? What if they were created because people were hot on the trail of the truth? So in order to fully tell a lie, you have to tell a little bit of truth. So by acknowledging something wasn't right about something, they can insert their own 2 cents into it and come up with unfactual statistics to make the story more believable, and therefore making you pay attention to what they're saying rather than the evidence or what is actually being done, had been done, you know?
I got an interesting idea, Pat. I'm just sitting here on TikTok, scrolling. Did you know we could invite random people to be a guest, be a host? They don't even have to be, associated with you on TikTok, right? I think
I
we
didn't
should
know
just
that.
pick a. I think we should just pick a random person and ask them what they've learned this year.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Oh, that's right. You can't answer.
You
Fuck.
done this, dude. Mm. We
So,
learned. This is what else I also learned this year. I learned that society is more self-absorbed than they've ever been.
oh, facts. Or is it just becoming more apparent?
So blatant.
Because a year ago, people, Pat made a daily thoughts episode. It's back there. It's about episode number 3 or 4, I believe. Um, it was simply titled "Hope." All right. Everything Pat has sat here and told you these last 15 to 20 minutes is exactly opposite of what he said in that video. A year ago, Pat was a beacon of light. May sound weird to say about somebody, but the fact that he named it Hope and he felt like the world needed hope shows you everything about him that you really need to know. And the fact that he lost that light is scary because that lets you know that he's winning. Lucifer is winning currently.
I wouldn't say he's winning.
No, bro, he is. He is. The devil's always at work. And right now, he's working harder than everybody else. And he is beating us. That's why you lost your light. And that's why the light behind you keeps on flickering every time we talk about it. Wasn't flickering beforehand. It's because it's true, bro. The universe is letting you know. This is a safe place, bro.
So what makes you okay? I see where you're going with that, and I never really thought about it that way. So the fact that you bringing it to my attention, um, but why do you think it is that I changed?
Um, I ain't gonna lie to you, partly to do with me. Because I am 100% pessimist. And that can get to people. And part of the eye awakening experience is very depressing. Learning that everything you once believed to be true might in fact be wrong, and in most cases is, and was just a deception, can fuck with you. And it can make you believe that everything is not real and nothing is real and nothing is true. And then you just get an endless spiral of, well, what the fuck does it matter? What's the point of everything? Like, and no one can really find that thing that breaks you from that trance, because really, that's all you're in right now. You're just in Lucifer's trance. You're the only person that can break you out of it. And for everybody, it's different. But eventually, you'll realize that there is a meaning, there is a purpose. And just because we were deceived does not mean that the light isn't out there. Because you, my friend, are the light. You just got a shade on you right now.
It's because I'm kind of going off of what you're saying, I guess. Um, I admit, yeah, the Lucifer has been hard at work. He's been hard at work for a really long time, but I still have hope. Problem is, I spoke it and I spoke it and I spoke it, and nobody will listen. Now, I know that's not supposed to deter you because if it's your message, you're going to continue to tell it to whoever want to listen. And the problem is nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to hear you. Whether you have good intent or bad intent, nobody wants to hear you.
It's not true. And I'm gonna
But
be
it is.
honest with you. What showed me that was TikTok, bro. Remember how when we were sitting in the car the other day talking and we were smoking and I was talking about that guy on TikTok that made the video off the video I made? Like that right there proves me people care what we got to say. People are listening to us, bro. You got followers just like I got followers on TikTok. People listen to what we say. Like we just felt like our message wasn't being heard because not enough people were responding to it. Just because someone doesn't respond doesn't mean they didn't hear what you said.
Right. But okay, all right, all right. I understand what you're saying. I'm not trying to say that because like in reality, folks, like me personally, okay, I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of something about me, okay? Whether I've talked about it before in a podcast or whatever. I haven't worked since the second week in October, right?
Facts.
No, no, for the most part, some people would be like, yeah, so, but okay, I'm one of those guys that I need to have that structure in my life. I need to have that something because I'm detail oriented, and the only thing in this world that I'm on time for is work, right? So that gives me like some sort of initiative first thing in the morning to do
I'm
something
45 minutes late today.
exactly. Um, and I don't have anything to do, and the reason why I'm not working is because my choice is of my body, my choice. And if I were to just be a clown sheep and fall in line, then I could be working right now. But then that would go against everything that I stand for. And I can't be a hypocrite, especially because I got kids. My kids look up to me. I'm the example. And so even in the ugly conversations, they still look up to you. And I have to stand by my convictions. Now, everybody has their own belief on how everything is in this world when it comes to the COVID, when it comes to masks, vaccines, social distancing. Everybody has their own opinions and they're entitled to feel that way. Okay. I'm not condoning anybody for how they feel. Okay. But sometimes God gives you these little snippets, God gives you these little details, and it's your duty to tell the next person these things, these details, because they're important. Or are they only just important to you? And that's the thing that I'm having a hard time with. And I've always had a hard time with. Because the things that I find important, nobody gives a shit about. Where all the things that everybody else is riled up and talking about and it's a hot topic, they don't want to hear what I have to say. It doesn't matter if it's about COVID or if it's about a football game or if it's about how to change the battery on my car. Somebody always has to have something to say and they don't want to hear me. But it doesn't mean that I've given up on hope. It just means that I've given up on the fact that no matter what I say moving forward, your mind is made up on everything. So rather than me try to let you know where the bullet's coming from, you just got to fucking figure it out on your own. And that's tough for me because I don't want people to just figure it out on their own.
Am I chopped liver, bro?
No, you're not chopped liver.
I listen to you all the goddamn time.
Right, but there's still plenty of times where I'm by myself in my own head.
I'm only a text away. I'm that dude. I will text you at work, bro.
It's like my whole life, and you are. It's like my whole life. I've known so many people, right? But I never had a real role model, like somebody physically in my life to look up to.
I'm with you on that one, yeah.
And I've done everything, and it wasn't always like I didn't look for it, but I've been that person for a lot of people, and it makes me feel good because I didn't have that person. Problem is, right, is when you help and you love and you show compassion and you empathize and you rationalize and you meet people in the middle. Everybody's just taking your glow and they're taking that thing that attracted them to you. And sometimes your glow just gets really low. It's not that you don't have it anymore or it doesn't exist, but you've given so much to so many, and when it's time to retake that glow back, there's nothing to really latch on to. So you have faith, and faith gets me through anything. That's why I'm still alive, because I believe that my purpose is not even anywhere close to being fulfilled yet. So therefore, I'm going to keep on keeping on. It's just really hard to not care about people that don't care about you. It's really hard to not care about a situation where the situation doesn't care about you. And it's not that I'm looking at it from a pessimistic standpoint. I'm looking at it through an experience standpoint. I've been there. I've gotten the shaft. I've gotten back up. I've provided. I've broke bread. I've been dropped on my ass. I've provided. I've broke bread. I've been dropped on my ass. So it's like all these people with that something to look up to and something to look forward to, some of that positive inspiration. I find it hard because there's nothing positive. There's no inspiration. You try to look and enjoy simple things, like simple things that would keep simple minds happy, like wanting to play video games to keep you happy, or watch TV, or you can watch some sports, or you could go outside and shoot hoops.
But
But
you're
if
not
you're
a
like,
simple-minded person.
huh?
You're not a simple-minded person, so you can't expect simple-minded people things to hold your attention the same way.
Right, because none of it does.
You're giving yourself false expectations. There's nothing wrong with the fact that we can't just sit there and play a video game and zone out for hours. There's
I
nothing wrong
want
with that,
to.
bro.
I really want to, but I don't find the oomph to do it. Even though all I got to do is push a button.
Maybe our thing is just doing what we do, is we zone out and then doing research into shit and expanding our mind. It's just who we are. There's nothing wrong with that.
I want nothing more than for all of us to make it through. I want all of us to prosper. I want all of us to be healthy. I want all of us to live and make new memories and do all the things that you grew up hoping that you would do. I want to still see that happen. But at the
That only
same
happens in
time,
paradise, bro.
like while trying to make the world a better place, the world right in front of you can sometimes feel the repercussions of it. It can make you absent.
Trying to figure out how to phrase this, right? It kind of feels like you're putting a false expectation on the world, right? Because the world that you're describing as if you want and you want to help build, in essence, the only way to truly get it is to die and go to paradise, to have paradise. If you believe in afterlife, that you know what I mean? That's the only way, bro. Because other than that, here on this physical plane that we have in this existence, we need the balance of fucked up shit happening. You got to have the good with the bad. You got to have the yin and the yang, or else there is no learning experience. There is no growth. There is no building.
But when does the good start happening? We've just been getting blasted with bad over and over and over and over and over.
Have you though? Because both of us, our kids are healthy. They're well fed, well mannered. They are socially adept. Um, I think sometimes we tend to count our blessings in the wrong way, right? We say, when is the good going to start happening? Because we see all the bad around us when we're not focusing on the little good things that we have. Because those are the things that really matter, right? Like, prime example, we just had Christmas. Your kid is not going to remember that big gift they got this year. But you know what they're going to remember? That dumb little weird thing that you did at fucking dinner that made everyone laugh. They're going to remember that for the rest of their lives. See, we focus too much on the big and the extravagant and the booming when we don't appreciate the little gratifying moments enough. The little victories are just as much as the big victories, if not even more, man. Shit, the fact that you've been out of work since October and you guys aren't starving is a blessing. Because there's a lot of people out here that after just a couple weeks, they got nothing. You know what I mean? Like, this may sound fucked up because I've heard it so many times in my own life, and it took me a long time to realize it. It's maybe you're just counting two other people's blessings, right? And trying to say, well, not you personally, right? But just the world in a whole, it seems like society in a whole is too worried about counting the next man's blessings instead of saying, well, shit, look what I got. I mean, if we were learn to just appreciate the little that we have and love what we got around us, that will be enough for your world to expand and grow. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, shit, if you don't water the fern don't grow. It's not a cactus. Even a cactus still needs water eventually. Maybe you're just not watering your garden enough, man.
Or maybe I just have too much time on my hands. So therefore I have an overactive imagination. And my overactive imagination will take me down a rabbit hole of how all
Well,
the
here
holes
at
I've done.
safety meeting, we have plenty of things for people to do. All right. And we also have smoking hot takes. Like, in this world, we can find plenty of things for people to do. If you need a job, we got you, bro. If you know how to edit on a computer, Pat's willing to pay you $100,000 a year. I don't know, man. It's fucked up, right?
I know.
We all sit back and we say, what can we do to make the world a better place? And there is no real answer, is there?
No, because it starts within you. It starts with
Exactly.
you.
Well, that and how reasonably can anybody fix it? Because everyone all has a glamour dream like yourself. We're all reaching for the sun, but not okay with landing on the moon.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Ooh, I like that one.
And I've never said this out loud. Maybe I have. Maybe it was spoken in private. This is really the thing that really has just brought me down. Okay. It's brought me down for this whole year. And just to kind of like wrap this part of the conversation up, I guess. The part that gets me the most which is why I guess maybe it's the root of all of how I feel is that to know that almost everybody, almost not everybody, but almost everybody in my family sentences themselves to death. Both sides, mom's side, dad's side. Everybody took my warning and they laughed at me. They thought I was insane. They said I was a fucking joke. And then they sentenced themselves to death. On both sides, Joe. I'm not going to sit here
Same way with me, bro.
listen, there's five people that we have to build and go forward with.
Same way, bro. Everyone laughs at me for everything I say too. How do I
Bothers
put?
me more than you know, man.
I mean, all right.
And that's okay. And I know that's selfish, right? Because that's their life, that's their choice. You have to respect it, as they should respect you for yours. And I get that, but it bothers me. It bothers me because we're not just talking about lighting a cigarette, okay? Where there's that risk that you could get lung cancer. We're talking about something that I fucking proved to you time and time again. I showed you the evidence. I showed you everything that you needed to know, and you fucking laughed at me.
Real
And
quick.
because of it, now I have to sit back and take turns putting all you guys in the fucking ground because you didn't want to listen to anybody about anything. That's what bothers me. That's what grinds my fucking gears. And all of it could have been prevented if you just were open minded. But it's not their fault, right? We said this at the beginning of the show. They're brainwashed.
So
And that's unfortunate.
Picasso, Van Gogh, the prophets, Jesus Christ. All of these people have one commonality, right? When they told the majority of the people the truth, they laughed at them. They scoffed at them. They told them that they were crazy. Shit. Jesus even got crucified for it. Your greatness is never appreciated, especially as a man, unfortunately, in the world, until you're past your time. For people like us, unfortunately, for the truth seekers and the people that are trying to open people's eyes or are artists, most artists work doesn't become expensive and all like that until after they pass away. Soon as someone dies, their shit gets 10 times more expensive. Like, it's weird. So all of this shit we're saying and everything like this, maybe it's not meant for our generation, bro. Maybe this will sit on YouTube for sorry, excuse me, 10, 15, 20 years. And then it'll just eventually pick back fuck up and blow the fuck up. And then our family will get revenue off of it. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? After, you know, all the great battles and shit like that, and society's starting to climb back together, and we, you know, we start to find all these lost tapes. We'll be one of the lost civilizations, and people that they say, well, you know, look at these two fucking prophets out here trying to teach the world about the things that were coming, and no one listened.
I don't want to call myself a prophet. I've always said I'm just a messenger.
Not saying that we are. I'm just using that as an example. You know what I'm saying?
We're actually creating a legacy while striving to create a legacy.
Like shit, if we want to talk about it in like TV standpoint, we could be like the Trailer Park Boys or like The Office. You know what I mean? One of those shows that didn't really become popular until reboots started becoming around. You know what I'm saying? Like The Office really didn't become The Office the way it is nowadays I know people see it. I've been watching it since episode 1, day 1, right? A lot of people didn't watch it until it came on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? When they could binge watch it. You just gotta wait for people to come on Netflix, bro. I tell people this all the time, bro. When I tell people that we got a podcast and shit like that, is that I tell people straight out like, oh, it sucks. Don't worry about it, man. It's all right. You ain't gotta follow it or nothing like that. I'm like, but there's gonna come a day where the world's gonna love it. And everyone respects it. They fuck with the energy. I really do. And this may sound crazy to anybody listening that watches this episode. And he's like, what the hell is this guy talking about? I really feel like we're building something that we really don't understand what it is yet. That this might go somewhere that we didn't see it going. Because I don't know about you, bro, but I'm determined. The fact that you got me, the fact that I'm over here reading books, doing research on a daily on how to get this shit popping and doing better tells you I ain't gonna let this shit fail.
Facts.
So just so you people know, even if Pat was to come to me and be like, "Oh, I can't do it no more, man. We still only got 80 fucking subscribers. I can't do it no more." I'm gonna be like, "I bet." I guess it's just gonna be Joe. Gonna have one crazy ass dude talking to the screen, smoking blunts.
You gotta worry about that, bro.
Oh, and now that I look at the screen, we actually have 81 subscribers. Hey, only
Which reminds
19
me.
away from Pat getting burned.
Right? 100 subscribers, foot race.
That's right. Pat's gonna lose. But there are stipulations. All right. So what we're gonna do is instead of it just being a regular foot race, is we're gonna get one of those, like, you ever seen those elastic bands that people use to like work out with? They're like they're kind of stretchy and shit like that. We're gonna take those and we're gonna tie it around each ankle. And we're gonna run like that. We're gonna prison run, bro. Yeah. Yeah. This way, I know I'm gonna win because I already know how to walk in shackles. It's not easy. Do I want anything from McDonald's? Yeah, because I'm a fat guy.
I heard a whole bunch of nonsense.
I want some chicken nuggets with barbecue sauce.
And the
Bam.
Decepticons hit my end a little bit.
Okay, I just had Carrie just asked me if I wanted any McDonald's, and I said yes because I'm a fat ass, and then I told her I want a 6-piece nugget.
Okay.
Signing off on the TikTok because no one is watching. TikTok, I don't ever get no viewers. Pat should be the one going live on TikTok. He's the one that gets all the viewers.
Any of you guys on TikTok? Big Pat 007. This here's Joe, but he's safety meeting or safety underscore meeting. Got some pretty interesting stuff on there. Fun. It can be sometimes. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass.
I just duet people now, man. I found that if I duet people, I don't get violations. You know what I'm saying? Like like anytime they violate one of my videos now, it goes on the person that I duetted, not on myself. So
Right? Yeah. They got a lot of stupid rules.
right, I'm sorry. I think it should be like YouTube, like be like Twitch and shit like that. When it comes to smoking, just like drinking, as long as the person's of age, what the fuck is the issue?
Right.
It is not my job as a parent and an adult to worry about what your kids do.
Mhm.
What your kids are watching is not me and his responsibility. So if your kids are watching this on YouTube and they shouldn't be, maybe you should change the settings to children settings, because I do set it up so kids, people under 18 shouldn't be watching this. And then B, maybe you should just watch what your kids watch, bro. Because once again, we are grown, doing grown people shit, talking about grown people shit. You should not violate us for doing such.
Right. You signed the waiver. Just kidding. There's no waiver.
Speaking of that, what is this whole shit people trying to say that since I send my kids to school, that gives the school consent to perform medical procedures on my children? When the fuck did that start? Because I don't remember waiving that right. Because I wouldn't have.
Right. And yeah, I think it's just a lot of smoke and mirrors, Joe.
Like, I'm not even okay with you giving my kid Tylenol if he has a headache. All right. If you're feeling like that, maybe you should just either A, give him a glass of water, send him back to class, maybe let him have a little nap, and then send him back to class, or just call me and I'll come pick him up and he can go the fuck home. But I don't want you giving him no Tylenol.
Right.
I mean, I'd even
I
be
don't
okay.
think
You give him a little bit of Pedialyte. That way he gets some electrolytes.
I don't think they understand, Joe.
What'd you say?
I don't think I said I don't think they understand, Joe. I don't think they understand. It's a fight that they can't win. That's why they push so hard on the propaganda, the tactics, and the fear mongering, and the fucking mandate satire that just runs nonstop through the internet and television.
See? And there's that light, bro, that hope, because I'm about to be the pessimist and tell you straight out. A lot of these people that say when the shit hits the fan are gonna fight back, are gonna run, man. We all have we all have fight or flight in us. And until you've been in the situation, you can't really tell what you're gonna do. That goes for everybody across the world. And it honestly, if you're the type of person that says, I need to run to safety, that's okay, bro. That's you. That's what your instinct told you to do. It's all about survival, right? Do I think that's the right decision? Fuck no. But who am I to say? I might be that dude that runs out into the middle of the shit and gets shot up and takes a couple with him. And everyone's like, man, that dude was fucking an idiot, man. He took a couple of them out, but could have had a little bit of a better plan. Goes both ways.
Right? I'm gonna fight. I've already told you this many times. I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna hunker down. I'm gonna do whatever I can do until I stop breathing.
See, what if it's not that type of fight, though? Because this is what I try to get people to understand. Like, as much as some people may not believe they have the technology, they do have the technology to wipe out all of us, or if not a big chunk of us at one time without even moving. They don't even need to bring in their soldiers. All right. But let's say, just happenstance, let's just say, right, that for they manufactured a medicine and they mass distributed this medicine all over the place, and told everybody that caught the flu or the cold that they had a certain disease, so that way they needed this medicine, and everyone went and took the medicine, and that everyone that takes the medicine is going to become a zombie, right? So then the real fight isn't you versus the military or you versus the government, because really now what they've done is turned it into your next favorite zombie movie, and it's going to be the survival of the fittest, and whatever ones of you last are going to be our slaves at the end of it, because they're going to have the military and all of the resources to protect them from everything that we're going to have to live through. And by the time that they come in, their numbers are going to mass ours. So, and this might not even be for like, 15, 20 years after the main event. We might even think it's all over by then. Completely forgot about governments, established our own shit.
Nah, man.
And
To be honest with you,
they're just, why not? Well, hold on, why not? We're playing the what if game. We didn't know it, but we are.
gonna see zombies, bro.
I mean,
That's just a little. No matter what, that's the only thing. Like, I think zombies would be cool, and we all say it would be cool until it actually happened, and then it wouldn't be cool anymore.
I wasn't saying
But
it like it would be cool, but I'm saying it like the fact that
I think zombies is just a metaphor. We are zombies. People up with technology, we're zombies. We're open to suggestion and easily persuadable.
see, it's funny because we were talking about this in one of the episodes I was listening to earlier, man. A couple weeks ago I had talked about it. I heard it a lot when I was a kid, and they always said that the Bible is open to interpretation, right? How and whenever, and I'm gonna say it again, has been written word been open to or interpretation? If I write you a note telling you what I want you to do, that's not open to interpretation. That's me telling you what I want.
True.
If I write you a note asking you a question, that's not open interpretation. That's me asking you, what is your opinion? You get what I'm saying? Writing, in fact, is very straightforward. So I only say that to say this: you can't misconstrue it to fit your own perceptions because you don't understand exactly. I'm not saying you as a person. I'm not saying this as to you or about you, but you can't change it because you don't fully understand what you're reading, right? Because like I heard this documentary of this dude, he's a Harvard professor and shit like that, and he's on the Ancient Alien show, right? Um, and he was going through the Bible and he was changing it, right? Like he was taking all the words that they were using and changing all of them to mean space and extraterrestrial and spaceship and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I get it. Like, maybe they didn't have a word for spaceship, right? But the fucking aliens that were telling them all this, or extraterrestrials, as you were trying to put it, would have had a word for it and they would have taught it to them.
Called it a vessel.
Exactly. So, like, but you can't, but see, that's my thing. He's changing the narrative to fit what he believes instead of what the words are telling him,
Right?
right?
Which used to
He's,
be against the law.
huh?
Used to be against the law, didn't it? You couldn't deface the Bible. Used to be against the law.
Well, defacing means like to like destroy it, to rip it apart, set it afire.
I would imagine if you're taking words out of the context and replacing them, the same as defacing.
I don't think so, but we can Google it.
I know you can't burn a flag. Well, you used to never be able to. Apparently, you can do that now. The reason why I don't think zombies will happen because I don't think I don't think that's ever an angle. Well, I think that there will be a civilization, multiple civilizations, militias, and
According to the
community.
Webster's dictionary, defacing or defaced or defaces is to mar appearance of, injure by effacing a significant details. So pretty much you have to
Physically.
all right. Number two, the second definition would be to impair, and then number three would be to destroy. So basically you have to like set it afire.
Right, physically alter it.
Yeah. But changing the words of it wouldn't be defacing it.
Maybe it'd be more of like a devalue.
Like I get where he's trying to go with it and everything like that, but maybe it's not extraterrestrials, right? Maybe it's not aliens. Maybe it really is angels and demons and gods and goddesses. And maybe, just maybe, right before the Great Flood, the world had all of the technology and more of what we have today. And one of the things that was destroyed was that technology.
I got a great idea, Joe.
Go for it.
Here's my pitch. Hey, Hollywood, I got a great idea for a movie. You want a real good movie? You want to fill some seats and get some eyes? Make a movie starting with Genesis. And then make another movie called Exodus, and so on and so forth, and fulfill and make the entire Old Testament into a cinematic series.
We could do that.
Visually giving people, because we all know that we're living in society where they
Okay, so let's do it. I'm down.
Because if they use the same CGI and technology that goes into all these superhero movies and all these different storm movies, right? You know they could make a banger of a Bible movie.
Okay, fuck Hollywood. We do it.
I don't know how to like make gods fly through the sky and shit.
We research it, and then B, if we don't know how to do it, we find other people that do and get them involved in the mission and build some shit, bro. Because you just have a golden idea. Make the Bible a movie.
Instead of make 25 Spider-Man movies, just do the Old Testament.
I mean,
and have every movie be a banger.
Passion of the Christ did great in the box office, and then you guys just stopped making them.
And I'm talking if you go word for word in the Bible, you don't alter anything.
But see,
word for word.
Which definition, which Bible now are we going to use? Because now that brings into, context. Are we going to use a Catholic Bible, a Christian Bible? Are we going to go ancient Judaic? Because I mean, if you want to be the most accurate, wouldn't we have to go off of like the Judaic Bible? Which means we're going to have to find someone who is Jewish to make it 100% accurate from their standpoint. Because this is funny, right? Christians follow and worship a dude who didn't believe their religion nor practiced it, but yet was actually in fact Jewish. So why wouldn't you guys just be Jewish? That's what he wanted, right? If he did everything as a Orthodox traditional Jewish man, why do Christians?
Yeshua.
Jesus. Yes. Yeshua.
Yes, sir.
Yeshua. Yes. So if he did everything as a Orthodox Jewish man, why do Christians do Christian things? You do everything that he didn't want you to do. Well, not everything, because you guys don't like, well, from as far as I know, you're not out here making like sacrifices and shit, but you might be.
You might.
No, it's the crazy rich white people.
No, bro, even the Mormons got some weird rituals that go on in the temples, and only certain people can go to the temple. Like, well, only certain people can go. Only certain people can go and work in the temple, do work at the temple. Like when I was younger, when I was a young teenager, so like 12, from 11, 12, 13, 14, like that, right age range, we would go to the temple and we would be a surrogate and get baptized for dead people who died as a non-Mormon. So just so you know out there, all you Catholic people and Jewish people and everything like that, they get your records and then they baptize you afterwards as Mormon, so that way you can go to heaven. Just so you know. Fun fact.
Weird.
Oh yeah, because they're 100% believe that they're the only true religion, and that only them can go to heaven, only them. And then when you ask them, well, what about all the people in the Bible that weren't Mormon? Are they in heaven? Well, of course they're in heaven, Joe, but they weren't Mormon. They never had an answer. At that time, I was just told that I needed to have more faith. And that was when I knew religion was bullshit. Feel safe yet, Pat? You seem kind of bored.
I was trying to do a mic drop.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can. I can edit it in there with a nice little afterwards. I got you, bro. I got you. Ooh, I got a great idea.
So, I guess to summarize, 2021 coming to an end. 2022
Coming to you.
meeting blows up. Much thanks to all of our supporters, our friends, our subscribers. We appreciate you. Again, much love. Share it with your friends.
God damn it! Stop being selfish.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah, you just can't keep us to yourself, man. You're like, this doesn't work if you don't share us.
You need a comment. Give Joe a comment.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm sick of commenting to myself in the comment section. All right, people. I'm gonna go ahead and call myself out. I do it all the time. I'm the only one that comments besides Pat, and I'm just sick of it.
Damn it. Just a little interaction. That's all we're looking for.
Yeah, man. Just even if it's God damn it, you guys suck.
Will you stop making videos? That's interaction.
Please. And I really hope you guys enjoyed that commercial break. Pat worked very hard on writing it. It's fucking hilarious.
Commercial break.
Yeah, you remember when I accidentally paused? We're gonna put a commercial break in there.
Gotcha.
Do you feel safe yet, Pat?
Can you tell me how to get?
Yeah, he's feeling safe because he's over there singing. He ain't got nothing to talk about.
Man, I just packed a fresh bowl. I don't give a fuck. I'm always feeling safe though.
Word.
You
All right,
feel
people.
safe?
Always. All right, people. As always, fuck Tom Brady. Love life. Happy New Year's. We might see y'all before that. We might not. Maybe Pat will drop a daily thoughts. Who knows? But if not, take a shot for me.
1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4 shot. All I hear is gunshots. This is where the fun stops. Bodies rock at the door. Music off, party starts. Everybody in the door. Somebody who got shot. Oh,
Stay toasty, my friends.
stay toasty. Bye. See